Is this restaurant always in season?
Princess the Bear here. Today we're hanging out at Epcot, specifically the Japan Pavilion, because it's time to return to
Shiki-Sai.
Yes, we're on a goal this year of hitting every season that we can, because it's your number one choice of foodie infotainment. There's things here to investigate. We do that, so you don't have to. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not going to pretend to be a kaiju and climb the pagoda.
It's time to foodie and chill. When I saw this on the menu, I thought it was going to be a thinly sliced piece of eggplant with like a lot of miso sauce on top, and it's literally the opposite. It is a huge piece of eggplant, just smothered in miso, but not like dripping with miso. Also got a knife and fork, so what I'm gonna do, well, I was gonna knife it and then take the chopsticks instead of the fork, but this is actually really wet and mushy, so I'm gonna fork it. And there's all that sauce. Oh, I'm excited for this. That tastes like a churro before it's been cinnamon and sugar. Like the perfect amount of sweetness with like this beautiful like softness to it. I am not an eggplant person. I'm obsessed with this. This is on my list now of things I have to order every time we come here. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a princess's item. You need eggplant. Bad.
I'm always slightly concerned at any restaurant, especially when they hand the princess a steak knife. Not that she can't use a steak knife, but her experience level with using them is limited. They don't often hand the vegan a steak knife. They don't eat steak. Even when we get cauliflower steak, it's rare that she would get like an actual sharpened knife. I definitely wasn't expecting what it basically looks like eggplant steak, but far more delicate. It feels like think of like a swordfish almost, and like how the cut is and how delicate it is when you cut through it. With nice seeded sesame, you can smell the miso glaze from here. It's a skin-on eggplant. That's how you get most eggplant, but like you can really feel the texture gradient between the roasted eggplant and the skin itself. It is like the edge is savory, but mostly sweet. On the sweetness scale, I would probably give the eggplant maybe like a 6 out of 10 on the sweet scale. But it just, the way that it melts in your mouth is like, almost feels like it could be a dessert. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 claws. This might make it into our regular order when we come here, because if the princess isn't ordering it, I'm highly tempted to.
These gobi chips and the agadashi tofu are usually like my go-to appetizers when we come to Shiki-Sai, so I had to get it. It's the same price as always, but much smaller in size. Probably use my fingers for this. Still beautiful, still crisp. It's seasoned beautifully, even though the size is smaller. It's everything that I appreciate and miss from the gobi chips, and I'm glad that I ordered them even though they're smaller. I am going to share them with Bear. I will give them a 4 out of 5 gobi chips.
It's kind of hard to figure out what to compare gobi chips to. Think about like seaweed seasoned nacho chips, basically, but like strictly Japanese. It's definitely a Japanese thing, but like as far as like what you're getting out of this, no, there's no sauce. There's just a sprinkling of the seaweed on top, and they're just crispy chips, Japanese chips, basically. I know it seems simple, but there's a reason we get this every time we come here. It's basically like, to me, a better version of the Walt Disney World kettle cooked chips. It's crispier, it's tastier, it's lighter. All of which things I absolutely love. I give these a 4.5 out of 5 claws. Simple, but the excellent side of simple. This delicate looking bowl here is the chicken Nanban. This is deep fried chicken tossed in soy sauce and then topped in tartar sauce, which sort of tickled my fancy. It's basically fried chicken nuggets, but with tartar sauce, which is not something you would normally see them served with, but I was curious enough to just order them, because I like new things to share with you guys. That is excellent. It's not really to be confused with like a chicken karagage. This breading isn't as crispy, but it's still like evenly breaded. The soy sauce really soaks in, so you get like juicy chicken with a little bit of the soy sauce that's tossed in, and then a lot of tartar sauce flavor. It's chewy, but not in a bad way. It is a good like chicken appetizer. It's definitely something shareable at the table, which is how most of the food at Shiki-Sai is designed to be served. It's just like the Japanese tapas. Take a little bit of everything, fill up slowly, enjoy the company of your friends. I've got the princess, and then all of you through the camera, but you need to come here to experience the atmosphere, experience what it's like to just chill, watch the Epcot ball, enjoy good food. This should be on one of your orders. I would give this one a 4.25 out of 5 balls.
I always get these unique rolls because they are so tasty to me in my mind, and I just love them. So, cheers to beautiful rolls and trying new things. I swear this one is like my all-time favorite because it's a fermented plum. It's just beautiful. I don't even need soy sauce, and I usually need soy sauce to help cut the seaweed because I'm not very good with eating seaweed. But I love this. I would give it a 4 out of 5 plums. It is the right kind of tart and the right kind of sweet.
One of our instant favorite rolls the first time that we came here, and now it is a staple of any trip that we have here, a nice plum roll. I blame Shiki-Sai exclusively because since we first came here when it first opened, I've now made pickled vegetables a normal part of our rotation in the house. So I have like a little mini collection that I would just eat with like a bowl of rice. I have plum, cucumber, celery, all sorts of ones. Now they're very strong and very high in sodium, so I can't have very many, but like it's like a little treat on top of my bowl of rice. This is no different. It is a literal treat. 4.75 out of 5 claws.
This is my second favorite unique roll that they have here at Shiki-Sai. This is a fermented soybean. Looks so beautiful. I love soy in all of its forms. I think it's been a minute since I've had that because it tastes not how I remember. But not bad. I just think it needs a little bit of soy sauce and wasabi and it'll be good to go. It's just very pungent and you can really taste like the fermentation of the soybean. I would give it a 3 out of 5 rolls. It's one you get every now and again, but not all the time. Not like the plum.
It's nice fermented soybean roll. Every time we come to Shiki-Sai, I wish that I had my birthday here last year. The princess did offer several times, and I said no. I wanted to do a non-Disney birthday, and I had fun. But every time I hear them singing Happy Birthday, it's like, you know, that could have been me. Ooh. That is powerful. When they say fermented, they're not kidding. That one protrudes a funk that will not be for everybody. The texture, if you're texture sensitive, it can be a little bit slimy, which may throw you off. It's a unique flavor, but honestly, I don't think I could have more than like one helping. I couldn't order like a whole plate of these. What you got is so very strong, and I agree with the principle. It needs something that offset that, like a flavor contrast, like soy sauce, because it is powerful. Think like a Gundam level powerful. I give that one 3.75 out of 5 claws. So we got the Nanban. This is a Japanese Sea Bream nigiri. Decided to go with something a little bit new in the menu, something I don't normally get. Usually I get like a roll, it's another sushi appetizer, but just 2 pieces of nigiri, because why not? Nice and fresh. I do appreciate a nice sushi. I haven't had Sea Bream in a very long time, if I've ever had it. I don't think I've had it here, that's for sure. Nice, fresh. The rice cooked perfectly, nice little bed. The fish feels premium. Not like a low quality fish you get at some like Orlando tucked in the corner sushi restaurant. This is fantastic. I would give it 4.25 out of 5 claws.
dish that is usually served with beef, but you can get it vegan with tofu. Now, the cool thing about this is not like a silken tofu like the agadashi tofu is on the menu here. It's actually the same tofu that you can get at Teman-Ito and Izakaya. So just another way to use it. Beautiful, like it's like a compressed-ish, like more, I don't know what the word is. Spare would probably know better than me. It's like a different kind of tofu. It's like dense. It's not like extra firm type of dense, but like it's been pressed and like it's got like a skin on it type situation. The name will come to me. I'll be laying in bed at 2 in the morning and it'll come to my brain and I'll be like, oh, that kind of tofu. But until then, I'm going to go ahead. Now, it does come with a little bit of seaweed topper. I didn't grab that. So I'm going to add some tofu. There's chili threads hidden here, and then there's also some spinach. And they use a sweet garlic sauce. All right, look at how beautiful that is. I'm excited to eat this. I love tofu in all forms, so this just makes me really happy. It's giving a healthier, tastier fried rice with not so much fry, and I love that. It's going to be really hard for me to choose between this and the udon, because I usually get the udon, and I love that, so there's way too many amazing things to eat on this menu, and I'm glad that they have the punch card, so that you're encouraged to come back, because there's so many things we need to try, and we did decide, we said it in 2024, but 2025 is the year where we're actually going to get the punch card completed. So this dish is a 5 out of 5. It is a Princess item. Ask for it if you want something on that like fried rice category.
Now when they tell you it's hot, it's hot. It's been sitting here already for a few minutes. You can still feel the heat radiating from around it. If you're going to move it around the table, use this bottom piece. Do not touch this bowl, because I've already skimmed it a couple times, and I can feel the crispy skim of my fingers right about now. I love the whole show with the fact they make it tableside for you. It makes me kind of interested to how it would be with beef or some other sort of protein, but I'm excited that we can get this tofu style. They give you a ton of seaweed nori to put on top. The Princess is not a huge fan, so leaving it on the side was best, but I'm going to go all the way in on it. Nice little tofu. Ooh. I love the heat and the flavor profile that the chili threads give it, and being that it was mixed around in a bowl that's literally like the surface of the sun, that sort of crisp it gives the tofu, that's sort of like, it's already like super firm. Like Princess said, its name is also escaping me. It's one of those things that you're going to wake up, like she said, and I'm going to hate myself in the morning for not remembering now, but it's an excellent texture variant with the rice and everything else in here, the spinach. It's given healthy stir fry. It's given like a very unique flavor, and honestly, you could order this as an entree and probably be full. But definitely, it is meant to be shared, hence the tiny bowls. I like it. I'm excited to get it again. I would give it 4 out of 5 points. Way out of my comfort zone, unless I had a discomfort zone, and I really don't think I do when it comes to Japanese food. It's really just things I haven't gotten to yet. This is the beef omudon. This is a yakidon, so like a beef and noodle folded into an omelet. You have this wonderful looking omelet with the sauce crisscross on top. And then you have tons of fish flakes on top, so it is a very strong and pungent smell. The poor Princess had to smell this when we got sat down, and I swear she couldn't get this plate off her side of the table fast enough. So I'm gonna try to eat this, maybe take some of these fish flakes with me, the pickled ginger on top. I have no idea how to use with chopsticks, but you know what? I like a challenge. We're gonna cut into the omelet, and we're gonna try to take some of the beef and the noodle with me.
Underneath.
Yep. pile some in on top. Already the beef is starting to come through. The smell, very saucy, thin slices of beef with some noodle. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, there we go. It's basically a beef noodle dish with an egg top hat, but it is the peak of savory and sweet. It's a sweet omelet on top of the savory beef and the noodle. It goes very well. The fish flakes are very pungent. I'm definitely gonna need a breath in that dish, or I will be looking and feeling like a kaiju going down the steps here. But it is super tasty, very strong. I wasn't expecting a plate this large. Even though it was in the entree section, this being something that like you normally share, I was expecting a slightly smaller portion. This is definitely gonna fill me up. The flavors are immaculate. Now, is it better than like my favorite unagi don from here? It's close. It's close. It may make a rotation. I don't know if I want to order it every single time I come here though. I would love to see a version of this done with like chicken or fish.
There's a vegetarian.
Then you can get this vegetarian with tofu if you like. I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 claws.
This is my tried and true drink. I get this all the time. There's a bar upstairs where you can get drinks any time of day, and this is what I usually order in a to-go cup. It's such a light and refreshing drink. I love walking around Disney with this, especially in the summer, because it's like mostly water. It's like sparkling water. Fire. 5 out of 5. It is a princess's item. There's a reason why this is my go-to drink. Otherwise, I drink rainwater wine, and that's it.
The tried, the true, the trusty, the Tokyo highball, the highest of highballs here at Shiki-Sai. Princess does love this beverage. It's the closest you get to approaching a healthy beverage in Walt Disney World. Probably Epcot, honestly. Sparkling water and liquor, like, how could you go wrong? Hydrate and dehydrate, they cancel each other out, right? Probably. Hint of citrus. You can taste the alcohol, the tickle of the sparkle. I feel high class. For a change. I'd give that 4 out of 5 claws. Here we have the sake sangria, something I have never had before. A bunch of fruit, sake, and sangria in a glass, because if anybody's gonna do sangria right, why not Shiki-Sai? It's like sake infused fruit punch, and somehow that speaks to me on a bear level, sitting in the woods, scratching my back against a tree while enjoying a nice river. It's never gonna happen, but 4.5 out of 5 claws.
The vegan mochi. Now, I freaking love mochi ice cream. Like, anytime I can get the vegan ones at Publix grocery store, I definitely do. They usually only carry strawberry though, so the fact that I have strawberry, chocolate, and yuzu flavor mochi is out of this world. Also, she gave me a fork and knife to eat this mochi, which is something I've never done before. I usually just use my hands, but I do want you guys to see the center, so because of that, I'm going to cut one. I'm only picking one because one I'm sharing with Bear, and two, I want you guys to be able to see it too. So I'm just going to pick one and do chocolate, because chocolate is my jam. Look at that, just filled. Oh, I'm excited. I love it when mochi pulls apart like this. In for a treat. Now, I love, the thing I love the most about ice cream mochi in particular is that you have this beautiful soft shell and then this nice little cold interior. So, cheers to a beautiful dessert and a beautiful dinner. It's been a long time since I've had golden spoon, Probably not since like junior high school. And this chocolate mochi took me back to the days when I used to be able to eat golden spoon chocolate frozen yogurt. And it was delightful. I literally have no notes, no complaints. This is everything that I want mochi to be and then some. I am excited to take a bite of the chocolate with a bite of the strawberry and just go ham. But I'm going to do it after the review. I would give this a 5 out of 5. I would say it's a necessities item. For as long as there is vegan mochi on the menu, why are you not trying this? You don't even have to have a dining reservation. You can just go sit at the sushi bar.
Love the little surprises they have here. They're always doing something seasonal or something unique. Yuzu mochi. That sounds wonderful. To dig right in. It's a nice little cross section there, filled to the brim with that nice, soft, delicious yuzu-ness.
It's gotta be like eating a warhead.
Ooh. I think I can see into another dimension. I think we have a different presence in that dimension. Either way. Whew, that was a lot. I am not the citrus connoisseur. Like I'll eat citrus, but there are limits to the amount of citrus I can handle. Usually it's citrus.
You like lemonade though.
Yes, there are limits to my addiction. Like lemonade I can do. Because that's tart and sweet. But I wouldn't just bite into a lemon.
But you like yuzu lemonade.
I do like yuzu lemonade. I'm not saying this is too much. I'm saying that it's probably at my limit. I probably couldn't have any more citrus than that. The inside of my eyes, like the back of my eyes, are squinting right now. Like I can just feel like the back of my eyeballs like puckering up. It's not because the light in here is low. It's because like it ain't leaving. The citrus is like hanging. It's good though. I like it. I give it 4.25 out of 5 bucks. Shiki-Sai is one of those places you're going to come, you're going to leave with a full stomach and an empty wallet.
I want to say, one thing I didn't mention with the rice dish is that it had, because it was like a hot stone bowl, it had an opportunity for the rice to make what in Farsi you call tadig. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but it's like a Japanese tadig that was inside of my rice with the tofu and everything, and literally like took that dish to the next level, and I am so glad I ordered it. If you like any type of like crispy style rice, if you're Persian, if you know what tadig is, order this and get Japanese tadig like you will never have.
That level of excitement is why we keep coming back to Shiki-Sai. The princess loves this place. I love this place. Literally, we don't come enough, if evidenced by last year.
And I lost the punch card. So because there's a punch card you can get for each season. You come all 4 seasons, you get a prize at the end of the year. I couldn't find, I like literally tore up my whole entire area today, like looking for where the punch card would be, where I would usually put it. It wasn't there. And they're out of punch cards right now today, so I couldn't get a new one and I couldn't get a stamp. They did say I could bring the receipt for the next time and get a stamp then, so we'll see. Maybe in a couple months we'll come back when the season changes and try the dishes again.
Yep. But I don't know what you guys think. Given you've seen this spread, and hopefully you've watched our other videos here too, I don't know what you guys think of Shiki-Sai. And I need to understand why you haven't visited yet. We are Shiki-Sai advocates. If they gave us little hats for being Shiki-Sai ambassadors, we would wear them all the time.
Also, props to creating more customizable dishes, because you can do all kinds of sushi combos now. They have their own little omakase. You can like pick different sizes of that. And they do specials. We saw a Valentine's Day special and a couple of specialty wines. The mochi was a specialty. I think that was the whole thing, right? Oh, and then they had like some Wagyu or something.
Yeah, they added a new like Wagyu section to the menu. Like 4 different like specialty Wagyus, starting the price is like $75 and up. But if you guys have seen anything that we missed or that you like, let us know in the comments below. Is there anything else you'd like to see us do? That will always be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell. We're going to see other videos like this. And
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, I don't think Bear will leave the Japan pavilion. And then if you want a food review anywhere outside of this pavilion, you're not gonna find a bear. So comment.
I'm going to move in behind the koi pond.
Also,
I live there now.
He won't know if you actually watch this video if you don't comment. So please don't hurt Bear's feelings and comment on this video.
You heard the girl.